Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're watching this video, you're probably in a scenario where either you no longer want to use Gmail as your primary mail provider, and you want to just take all the emails that you have in there and take them elsewhere, whether it be Outlook or Yahoo or dare I say it, AOL. Probably not, but in any case, that's where you're at. Maybe you're leaving your company and they're going to shut down your email once you go. So you want to have your conversations and your correspondences and that kind of thing with you. So the good thing about it is if your company is has a G Suite domain where they use Gmail for email, you can export your email and import it into another account, and that's kind of the process that we're going to go through together right now. So the first thing you're going to want to do is sign into your Gmail account using either Chrome or Safari or whatever web browser you prefer. And you want to go to takeout.google.com. All right. By default, Google will actually let you export everything from like bookmarks to Classroom and Drive and Google Play Store and all that. What we want to do is actually hit select none. And once we hit select none, it's going to disable all of them. Then we're just going to turn on one, which is going to be our mail. Okay. Now just be sure that you're logged in with the account that you want to export and not like a second like Gmail account that you might have. Otherwise, it'll be a waste and you'll just download an archive of something you don't need. All right, so once you've got that checked off, we're going to go ahead and click Next. And you can also customize your archive format. All right, so we're going to use the zip archive size. You can do 4 gigs. You can, if you don't have that much mail, you can compress it to 2 gigs. I'm just going to choose 4, and maybe it'll be less, maybe it'll be more. I don't really have that much mail on this account, so it's a good demo account. And then we're going to hit Create Archive. And what it's going to do is actually send you a link to your email once that archive is ready to be downloaded. So I'm going to cut the video here, and we're just going to wait until it comes in, and then we'll walk through the process together of what it looks like to import this mail into another account so that you can access it from your phone or from an iPad or a web browser or any other computer. So essentially you'll have the same access that you had when you we're still using the Gmail account. So on that note, let's cut it here and we'll be back in a few. All right, so it's been about, I'd say 30 minutes or so, maybe less. I have received an email from Google letting you know that, hey, your Google data archive is ready. So let's click on that link and we can download the archive directly from the email. All right, it's going to ask for your password again to verify your identity. All right, and that's a pretty small archive, so it's only about 10 megabytes because I really did not have much in there. All right, let's unzip it. And this is kind of the same process whether you're on Windows or Mac. All right, it looks like we've got mail here. And here's our mailbox. All mail, including spam and trash. It's about 55 megabytes. Now, yours might vary depending on how much stuff you have, so give that archive export some time. All right, now the tricky part here is like, well, how do I get, now that I have this here, how do I actually get this looking like a functional mailbox? This is where either Apple Mail or like Thunderbird or any other mail client comes into play. For our purposes here, we'll just use Apple Mail. All right, and what you want to do now is actually do File, Import Mailboxes. All right. And you'll have the option to import Apple Mail that you might have had like from a Time Machine backup or something of those sorts, or files in the MBox format, which is what we got from our Google archive. All right, let's go ahead and hit continue. All right, I'm going to downloads, and it should be here. Takeout, mail, and there it is. Choose. and it'll import, and you'll see it there. So now it says import on my Mac. So this is the archive that we just imported, and what we can do at this point is actually move this mail. We can select all of this mail and move it into a folder in an Outlook account, a Yahoo account, even another Gmail account. So in order to do that, you want to make sure that you're signed in under Mail, Accounts, in one of your email accounts. So whether it be an Exchange account, like an Outlook one, or another one of your Gmails, doesn't matter. The point is you have to have another account signed into your mail client, whether it be Mail or Thunderbird or whatever else you're using, maybe on Windows or Linux. Really doesn't matter. So here I have about 2,000 something messages that I just imported. And what we can do is actually, let's go into, if I could remember how to do this, mailbox, new mailbox. Under what account? Okay, so I'm going to put it under this account here. And I'm going to name it old, or let's say, yeah, it doesn't really matter, old emails. All right, so now under my other account, which is potentially your Gmail or Outlook or whatever you prefer to use, that's where you're going to see them. And what I'm going to do now is see if I can move all of these. I'm going to do Command A, and then you also have this option here where it says move to old emails. So either way, however you decide to, whether drag and drop or the move to function, it'll work in that same fashion. This is kind of the Mac method. It should be something similar, whether you're using Thunderbird or maybe a Windows client like a mail application. But that's pretty much it. Once they've all transferred and you'll see that this process has completed, you can actually open up the web browser and you'll be able to see that the old emails are going to be in there also. So we can actually check that out now. So this is my other account that I'm actually importing the emails into. Let's go to Mail and check out if it's going to have that new folder in there. Let's see. This new Gmail interface is nice, but it takes a while to load. Okay, let's scroll down a bit, and there it is, old emails. So they may not be in there already if they're still in the process of moving, but essentially let the mail client do its thing. Once it's done, all your stuff will be imported, and you'll be able to access it once again from your web browser like you've been doing normally. Yeah, so currently it says nothing there, only because the Mail app is still currently working on moving those messages. But other than that, the process is complete. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you next time.